Brian Asher. He's a venture capitalist over at Venrock. And Brian is going to talk to me about a little bit of his experience with Adify. Venrock invested in Adify and had a great exit. But you're also going to talk to me about why you're looking for another ad network and what exactly you're looking for. So this is really just for those ad networks out there, and there's quite a few of them who may be interested in raising some funds potentially from Venrock. So what are you looking for exactly in an ad network?
So ad networks in general have a really important place in the internet ecosystem because you have millions and millions of sites, and more the traffic is outside of those the top 10. Yet the revenue is all concentrated in the top 10 because it's inefficient for advertisers and their agencies to buy along that long tail of sites. And ad networks come in, make it efficient to place one buy and get access to hundreds, thousands, or more websites. I think that obviously there have been a ton of ad networks, there have been a ton of good outcomes, but there's hundreds of ad networks out there, and in fact Adify is a white label platform to help you create a new vertical ad network, and there's over 150 of them on Adify alone. So you really need to be a differentiated ad network today. And I think one area that's underserved is there is a tremendous glut of social media content, whether it's social networks or just UGC type sites, and it has been difficult to get the real value out of that inventory for advertisers for a host of reasons. So an ad network that could figure out how to tap into this new marketer-driven wave of conversational marketing, recognizing that what the marketer's dream is to tap into consumer endorsements, your brand advocates, your customers selling on your behalf because they're just excited about your brand, they're making recommendations to friends, and a network that could harness all that endorsement and brand love that exists in a distributed fashion in blogs and all sorts of niche sites on behalf of the advertisers, enable them to participate in the conversation. I think that's a unique area and would solve some big problems on the web today.
Have you spotted or identified a short list of companies that do that?
There are several out there that are tapping into that consumer buzz and figuring out.
Can you talk a little bit so some people can kind of get a sense of the type of companies we're talking about here? Or?
Yeah. So I'll
name a few?
Sure, I'll give a plug for a company we've not invested in, but we're big fans of, called OpenMind.
Okay.
And what they do is use natural language processing to be able to read comments on websites, social network sites that pick up signals of purchase intent.
Okay.
So you might say that you really hate your car, you got to get a new set of wheels, and then it would be able to identify that person as a auto intender, and then serve up relevant ads.
So these are ad networks based on intent or behavior?
This company has unique technology to do this, and then building an ad network is ultimately the next step.
Would you invest in an ad network that's built on top of Adify?
We've looked at a number. Yes, we would. In fact, Martini Media, that we spoke of in a prior interview, is just that.
Okay.
And it really saves a lot of cost. You don't have to muck with the billing and the ad serving and the optimization and the onboarding. They do a lot of the low-value stuff and do it well and cost-effectively, so you could focus on recruiting publishers and selling to advertisers. And that's the core of what an ad network does. The rest is just background that's necessary.
Do you like? It sounds like you would be looking more at vertical ad networks versus general, broad, federated media, technorati media type of ad networks, which to me, my sense is that they're broader.
Yeah, so I think although even there they've chosen some vertical slices, such as technology or women or blogs.
Right.
So yeah, I think the more specific your value proposition, the more of an opportunity. The big horizontal ad networks have already happened.
Okay. And just backing up a bit with Cox's acquisition of Adify, what was the rationale behind that acquisition, and in terms of the integration right now, how has it been working for them?
Yeah, so the thesis was that more and more of their business is going to shift from traditional media to electronic. They've had great success in the past starting new electronic initiatives, AutoTrader, was very successful for them, and they have some B2B brands in that space as well.
Mm-hmm.
And they really fell in love with the concept of the vertical ad network platform, and also the management team, who just did a terrific job and would help them chart new territory in
Did you help Venrock? I mean, did Venrock help Adify find that acquirer, or did Cox approach?
Well, actually, it was one of these portfolio days that an investment bank that knew us put on, JP Morgan. They invited us, and I nominated a handful of companies. Adify was among them. They met that way, and then the team really took it from there, establishing a very tight relationship with Cox. Initially centered on a partnership, and then it progressed past that to actual acquisition.
Well,
so played a very small part at the very beginning, and the team deserves all the credit in the world.
Yeah, Russ deserves a lot of credit. I'm sure he's a pretty good. I bet you'd bet on him again if he were to come up with another vertical ad network.
Absolutely.
When he's back from vacation, I don't know where he is actually, but
he's working.
Anyway, he's working already. Oh, okay.
Busy as ever.
Brian Asher, thank you for your thoughts on ad networks. I've been speaking with Brian Asher of Venrock, and I'm Bambi Francisco.